Welcome back to Patrick's Tech Studio. I'm Patrick's. Thanks for stopping by. Today I want to go through how I create cool travel map animations using free software on the Mac. So I do a fair amount of traveling throughout the year. Often I create motion graphics over the top of a map to show things like my travel route or a particular area of a city, or even the path I traveled through a city to get to a particular attraction or monument. Let me show you a few examples so you know what I'm talking about. Here's a simple animation showing my flight path to Southeast Asia last year. Here's another example highlighting some particular areas of Lisbon, Portugal, from a trip I made there last spring. These are some of my favorite neighborhoods in Lisbon. Okay, one more example. Here's an example showing how I navigated through a Lisbon neighborhood from my hotel to a place on the Tagus River to catch a boat ride. These were all very easy to create with the free software included with every Mac, called Keynote. Keynote was designed to be Apple's answer to Microsoft's PowerPoint, but it turns out that Keynote is great at creating simple motion graphics for videos as well. So I'll use the Lisbon neighborhood example to demonstrate just how easy this is to do. The first step is to find a map. In this case, I need a map of Lisbon. There are several places to find digital maps, but I most commonly go to Google Maps. So here's Lisbon. I'll zoom in on the specific area of Lisbon that I want to highlight. I'll center it. Then I'll take a screen capture of the area. For this demonstration, I'll use the default capture on a Mac by pressing Command-Shift-4. This lets me select an area of the map and turn it into an image file. Typically, when you capture this file, it is saved onto your desktop with the name screenshot current date current time. This is not a particularly helpful file name, so I'll change it to Lisbon map. Okay, now that we have our map area captured, I'll open Keynote and create a new basic white theme. Then I want to delete the theme text so I have a completely blank page. Then go to the Insert menu and go down and select Choose. Then navigate to the screen capture file of the map, select it, and click the Insert button. Once you've placed the image on your page, resize if necessary and center it in a way that makes sense. When you have it in place, go to the Arrange menu and select Lock. This locks the map in place and prevents inadvertently moving it while working on the other elements. Okay, now for this demonstration, I want to highlight one of my favorite neighborhoods in Lisbon called Alfama. Now I head to the Insert menu, down to Line, and then over to Draw with Pen. This turns my cursor into a little pen icon. Then I'll click along the path that outlines the Alfama neighborhood in Lisbon. Once I've finished, I can go back and create curves between the nodes by double-clicking the path, selecting the control points between each node, and pulling them one way or the other. This gives you great flexibility to create just the path you want. Now, with the path selected, you can see the various formatting options in the right sidebar. We can change the style of the line, the color, the thickness, and the opacity. There are several options available. I'll choose a red line. Now, because I want to outline the neighborhood and then create a semi-transparent fill, I'm going to copy and paste the outline. For now, I'll just put it off to the side. Okay, so to create the animated outline, select the outline and then go up to the Animate tab. Then click on the Add an Effect button and choose Line Draw. You'll immediately see the result. And you can change a number of the parameters here, like how long the animation takes to complete. I think I'll set the duration to 2.5 seconds. You can change the direction and the acceleration. After you make changes, you can see the result by clicking on the Preview button. Okay, that looks good. Now, after the outline animation completes, I want the area to fade into a semi-transparent fill. To do that, I will use the outline I copied and set aside. First, I want to eliminate the border because I already have it on the first animation. Then I want to give it a fill. I'll make it red, but I want to give it a transparency so the streets and other things on the map can be seen through it. Okay, now I want it to fade in. So with it selected, go to the Animate tab selected, choose Add an Effect, and this time choose Fade and Scale. Now I don't want to do any scaling, so I will set the scale to 100% so no scaling occurs. Okay, now click on the Animate tab again and click on the Preview button. That looks pretty good, but you'll notice that there's this kind of sweeping effect happening. That's because the checkbox for shine is on. I think I'll take that off for this one. Also, I want to speed up the fill animation to 1 second. There we go. Now, move the fill animation right over the top of the path animation. You'll notice that it kind of pops into place when you get close. Okay, so the last thing to do is to set the build order. We want the path animation to go first, then once that's finished, we want the fill animation to start. To do this, click on the Build Order button in the lower right area of the sidebar. This shows the path animation goes first. Then, for the fade and scale animation, we want it to occur after build 1. Now, to see our handiwork, click on the Preview button. That looks perfect. Okay, so now all we have to do is turn this into a video. For that, we go up to the File menu and go down to select Movie. You can change these settings to whatever your preference is. You really only need to pay attention to resolution, frame rate, and compression type. Since I mostly output for YouTube, I usually do 1920 by 1080 resolution, 30 frames per second, and Apple ProRes 422. Then click Save, name the file, and choose a location. It's that easy, guys. Keynote is a great, flexible, and free software for creating cool-looking motion graphics for your YouTube videos. This really only scratches the surface of what can be done with this tool. I'm finding new ways to use Keynote in my videos every day. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something from it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me grow this channel. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.